The bill to curb corruption by elected officials is now on its way to Governor Susana Martinez. It fines officials convicted of corruption an amount equal to their salary, pension, and fringe benefits. That's on top of any other fine and prison term that a judge might impose. The Senate approved the bill earlier. The House passed it unanimously and quickly today. But that bill is the exception. Many other key measures dealing with important issues are bogged down. And with the session set to end soon, they're in real danger of dying. Here's News 13's Katie Kim.
Senate President Tim Jennings told me this afternoon the main priorities the next few days will be passing a budget, capital outlay projects, and some jobs bills. Everything else is up in the air. Other issues like holding back students who don't read proficiently at grade level, pushing reform at the controversy-ridden Public Regulation Commission, and repealing the law that gives driver's licenses to illegal immigrants will be racing against the clock. By law, legislators must adjourn by noon on Thursday. Even proposals with broad bipartisan support, like cracking down on child killers and repeat DWI offenders, may die this session if time runs out.
There's no question that we're stalling.
Republicans say besides the budget, not much else will get done. The governor is a bit more optimistic that lawmakers will pass some tax and education reform bills.
They need to start listening to the people outside of this roundhouse, people who elect them. They're demanding reform.
Democratic leaders say there's no way the legislature will be able to take up everything the governor wants.
This is a budget session. That's all that's supposed to happen here. And when you open it up real broad and add a huge number of subject matter into the process, then that tends to ball things up.
Lawmakers are moving on some tax reform measures. Today, the Senate passed a bill that would give manufacturing companies a break if they expand their businesses in New Mexico. Many more are still in the pipeline, so lawmakers are looking at some very long nights. Reporting from the Roundhouse, Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
The entire Senate could take up the budget as soon as tonight, but its version looks slightly different from the one passed by the House. The Senate's spending plan calls for $6 million more for drug courts and programs serving the developmentally disabled. It also sets aside $35 million for tax cuts, quite a bit less than the $55 million the governor proposed. After a full Senate vote, the budget goes back to the House for a compromise.